A stolen future reclaimed. The twilight sky burns gold as I pull into the gravel drive of my parents' sprawling ranch house. Sunday supper, a ritual I've upheld despite the quiet fractures splintering our family. I tug at my emerald sweater and brush lint from my black trousers before stepping out of my compact SUV. Through the kitchen window, I catch bursts of laughter, a strange warmth that feels out of place. Something's brewing tonight. I tap the door twice before using my key, a rule Mom etched into me as a kid. Always signal your arrival, Jessica. The air inside hums with the scent of braised beef and sage carrots. Faded photos line the foyer. My master's degree ceremony, Sophie's art school showcase, camping trips where my smile always lagged behind the others' grins. Jessica, that you? Mom calls from the kitchen. Yep, I reply, slinging my jacket over the iron hook. I follow her voice and halt at the sight. Sophie, draped in a sapphire jumpsuit that screams boutique prices, leans against the counter, her chestnut curls glinting under pendant lights. Dad uncorks a bottle of Merlot, pouring it into glasses we only use for New Year's or promotions. Jess. Mom envelopes me in a hug, her rosewater scent sharp with excitement. She's got her sapphire earrings on. Just in time. Dad hands me a glass. We're toasting. To what? I ask, fingers tightening as Sophie beams, barely containing herself. To Sophie's new chapter, Dad says, raising his glass. We clink, the wine rich with blackberry notes. I sip, eyeing Sophie's glee. I got it, she bursts out. The penthouse in Crestview Towers, the one with a private terrace and city views. Offer accepted today. Wow, I say, my voice tight with forced cheer. Crestview Towers, where units start at $600,000. We're helping with a deposit, Mom says, squeezing Sophie's arm. From the family reserve. My stomach lurches. The reserve I've funded for 12 years? Dad's eyes flicker, then steady. It's for family goals. Jessica. Always was. 12 years ago, at 23, I was a junior coder at TechWave Solutions. Over dinner, Mom and Dad spread documents across this table. Build your future, Jess, Dad urged. A house, maybe a family. I poured $700 monthly into that account, skipping concerts, renting a closet-sized studio with a leaky faucet, growing it to $100,800. My blood, my sweat. Sophie swipes through her tablet, gleaming hardwood, skyline vistas. This is the open plan living area. Look at that terrace. I nod, throat dry. Gorgeous. Jess is our rock, Dad says to no one. She understands. Mom pats my wrist. You're not even dating seriously, hon. Sophie's at a different phase. I mumble about needing the restroom and lock myself in. My banking app loads. $100,800 gone. Transferred yesterday. My pulse hammers. 12 years. Wiped out for Sophie's penthouse. I grip the counter, staring at a stranger in the mirror. The dutiful daughter who's had enough. Back in the kitchen, I face them. That was my money. Mom chuckles, tense. It's a family reserve, Jessica. Was I asked? My voice cuts like glass. Sophie sighs. Don't overreact. You weren't using it. Dad's tone firms. This is for the family's benefit. Show me the records, I demand. Dad hesitates, then fetches a binder. Every deposit is mine. Nothing from them. Withdrawals reveal the truth. $18,000 for Sophie's art school, $12,000 for her SUV, $10,000 for her creative retreat in Bali. You said it was for my future, I say, voice cracking. We gave you everything, Mom insists. A home and education. The basics, I shoot back. I'm done. I walk out, the door's thud echoing like a gavel. At my apartment, Sophie's social media post glows, her posing outside Crestview Towers, keys in hand. Dreams soar with family support. Hashtag penthouse life, hashtag grateful. My phone pings, Mom, Dad, Sophie. Each message a blend of guilt and blame. I mute them. My friend Lena, a legal assistant, arrives with coffee and a dossier. This smells like theft, she says, handing me papers on account fraud. See Karen Holt at my firm. Karen, a sharp-eyed attorney, confirms it. This is your money, Jessica. Clear misappropriation. Suing my family feels like treason, but their betrayal cuts deeper. A week later, I face them in Karen's sleek office. Dad glowers. Mom clutches her purse. Sophie scrolls her tablet. Karen presents the evidence, my deposits, their withdrawals. Dad insists it's a family reserve. Karen counters. The law says otherwise. Sophie snaps. You're wrecking my life, Jess. I've posted about the penthouse. I skipped my dreams for that money, I reply. You didn't. Dad proposes splitting it. I shake my head. It's mine. They sign the settlement, $105,840 with interest. Sophie storms out. Mom follows, eyes down. Dad mutters, hope you're proud, and leaves. The next day, I hold the check. At my local community center, where I volunteer, I donate $8,000 for coding workshops. Then I tour a fixer-upper on Willow Drive. Small, with creaky stairs and a tiny yard, but the skylight spills stars into the living room. I buy it. A year later, my yard blooms with marigolds and ivy. Aunt Nora, my anchor, plants tulips beside me. Mom appears at the gate, tentative. I didn't see how he hurt you, she admits. It's not absolution, but it's a step. I offer coffee, a gesture, not a surrender. That night, friends fill my table: Lena, Karen, my coworker Alex. We toast to chosen bonds. On my porch, I journal under a crescent moon. I am my own foundation. Fireflies flicker, and I'm home.